What's going on, people? Welcome to Man Knows Football. Still very pissed off about. I'm not even sure I'm allowed to say that, but I don't even care at this point. Still a bit annoyed about the result from earlier. Had to look back. Boy, listen. And when I look at it, I have to point at Thomas Tuchel. But obviously, to people that are in here, make sure you do smash up that like button when you join in and subscribe if you are new. Before I do share the live link, obviously I'll be waiting for more people to tune in. Numbers are a bit low at the minute. So those of you that are here, help get the numbers up, share the ting. You get me? Share the ting so people can also join and give their thoughts on this live. But yeah, I'm just gonna give my thoughts on the performance today. But like literally from the highlights that I took a look at, it was quite telling that tactically Tuchel did get it wrong today. I think, well, look, he's got Real Madrid in 4 days' time. He's got to take that into consideration because obviously we're current Champions League winners, well, Champions League holders. We've got a great opportunity to at least get to the final, I believe. And yeah, but today, as disappointed as I am with that result, today I can shake that one off. I feel like obviously against Real Madrid, it's going to be a different test, but I think we'll go back to the back three to what we're comfortable with. More faces will be stepping in the lineup, stronger lineup. We'll see that. Um, I still, I still feel confident that we're going to go through. I still think we're gonna beat Real Madrid, but today was just, it was insane. Like the three standout bad performers today, and I don't really just want to lump it on them because it was a collective. If we're being completely fair, but Timo was poor today. Marcus Alonso was poor today, and Ruben he had some moments here and there, but I thought overall he wasn't good enough. I thought he was poor, but let me just explain what I mean by tactically. I think Tuchel getting it wrong. I was saying throughout the game that left side was horrible. Marcus Alonso and Timo Werner, neither of them were going to help each other in a positive way. So I didn't have a good feeling about that whatsoever. Um, and Tuchel really has to look at himself for that combination. Another thing was obviously it's not down to the manager; it's down to the team. The team he's got available in front of him. The fact that we didn't have our first choice selection in James and Ben Chilwell really hurt us today. Got caught out a lot in the transitions. We were losing the ball a lot. Defenders were not able to get back. Legs ain't able to do it. And Brentford took advantage of that, and they done that brilliantly. But honestly, there was no excuses to some of the mistakes that I saw today, especially for, I think it was 2-1 up when Christian Eriksen was just left on his own in so much open space, one on one, in front of Edouard Mendy in that box. And I thought that was absolutely criminal. The fact that three of our players had been just caught ball watching, well, not even ball watching, but just attracted to the ball like a moth to a flame. Were just attracted to the player, which just left Christian Eriksen with all that space. And what do you think was going to happen? And then after that, it was just a battering. It was just an embarrassing battering from that point onwards, man. Um, Loftus Cheek as well today. I think we suffered because I felt today he was playing more of a deeper role. We've seen it. We've seen it before as well. We've seen it once before. Um, and when we was just getting caught in the counter attacks, you could see that he's not positionally aware enough because obviously he's not a defensive type of player, but he's not defensively aware enough uh, to really be stopping the counter attacks and just sniffing them out before they happen. Um, Obviously he had Kante next to him, but Kante, as we both know, does not be well, as we all know, does not is not utilized as a defensive midfielder. So that weren't his job today. I felt Ruben was a lot more deeper than Kante was today, to be completely honest with you. The whole back four, I can't even be. Listen, when you look at it as a whole, as a big picture, I can't even be too harsh on Thiago Silva and Rudiger. because you just got to look at the quality that was around it. It was just settled. It was set up to. It was almost set up to fail. Because listen, you've got Aspi on the right side. You've got Marcus Alonso on that left side. Marcus Alonso, as we know, is not good enough in the back four. As Piliquete, his legs are getting on. He's got no pace to bomb up and down. Now you're leaving them two isolated. On top of that, right, you've got Ruben Loftus-Cheek and N'Golo Kante. Kante, for some reason, isn't playing deeper than Loftus-Cheek. So we're just getting bypassed in that midfield. So tactically, it's just all over the place, man. And then just Timo Werner, like literally, it was chalk on boots for him. Like you're playing him as like a traditional winger, like chalk on boots kind of thing. And you know, like Timo cannot, like, what can he do positively with the confidence level that he has now? What can he do? Can he retain a ball? Nope. Can he beat a man? Nope. He can barely play a pass. And I'm not even taking the piss out of the brother, but it is what it is with Timo. Now, when you're combining that with Marcos Alonso in a back four, what do you expect on that left side? Why do you think Brentford kept, especially in the first half, was just targeting that side? To those of you that was watching the live stream, I was saying they're just going for that left side. I would, any manager would. If I'm seeing Marcos Alonso and Timo Werner, I'm like, really? Swear down, this is what Chelsea have gone with. All right, cool. We're just going to focus on that left side. And then after that, you know, our shape was just all over the place. It's just like positional awareness was just non-existent. We were just getting caught in counters. You're seeing the last man being like some strange man. Like, who is it that I saw? Who is it that I seen? I can't remember who it was, but I seen one of the front three was the last man, and I was like, "What is going on here?" But I didn't pick it up on the live stream because obviously I was interacting with you lot. But I was like, "What's going on here? Like, how is this?" It just wasn't good enough. It just wasn't good enough today. Well done, Antonio Rudiger, for getting that goal. He's been trying to do that all season. He's been looking for that screamer all season. And at that point, we were 1-0 up. And I actually, off the back of that, I was like, this guy deserves 3 points for that goal alone. And we just capitulate like that. We just absolutely capitulated, and it wasn't good. To me, look, when I look at it in the bigger scale of things, it's a bad day in the office. Like, it's never nice to see, but I can chalk it off as that. The manager today got it wrong. Quite a few of you have said so, and quite a few of you will say so. On the interactive live. Yes, I haven't shared the link yet, but I will do quite soon. It was mad. Like the way I seen Brentford, literally, like their defensive line was just comfortable on the halfway line. They was literally just dominating us in our own half. Couldn't get out of our half in some spells. I mean, it's unacceptable. Like for a team like Brentford, who's obviously it's dangerous. You should never write off a team in the Premier League, especially when they got something to fight for. And Brentford are fighting for survival. But come on, we're not dickheads, man. We're not that. We're not that. I expected 3 points today, regardless of the lineup. Yes, I knew the manager was gonna think about Real Madrid in the week, and I don't blame him for that. But it was just everything was just for me. It just was poor planning, or it was just horrible day in the office. To be honest with you, that back four was just. I didn't have good vibes when I saw Alonso as the left back, and I didn't have good vibes seeing Azpilicueta as the right back. Reece James, I understand why he had to sit on the bench, but even with that, when he came on, I was very surprised, as many of you were, to see that he had actually been playing at the left back position. And I'm thinking, how on earth have you got Reece James, who has had so much success with Ziyech on that right hand side? Yeah, you're pairing him up with Timo Werner outside his position. Our best players in the best form that they're in, yeah. Our best players in the form that they're in should be playing. Should be playing in their position. Sorry, that was Matisse to let me know about the protest, and we're going to talk about that too. But he should have been playing in his best position. He should have started there. It was about 20 minutes he was playing there. Then he switched over to us to his normal side. But even there, I wasn't too impressed with that. I was not too impressed with that at all. Azpilicueta, he's played left back throughout his career, and he's done it well. Why not just switch him over to that side and put Reece James on his comfortable side? Let him pair up with Ziyech. Do you know what I mean? But listen, it is what it is. I'm gonna stop going on for too long. I might as well just post the link in the chat. You lot know the rules. If there's no this time round, I'm not sparing anybody. I'm not sparing no one. If you ain't got a camera that work, if you got a camera that don't work, that's on you. Come back when the camera works. If your reception is a mad thing, if I gotta be like hello, hello, hello for like more than 10, 20 seconds, I'm locking off the call. So I'm just letting you know now, everything needs to be on point. Everything needs to be on point. Don't be disappointed if I lock off your call and things because your Wi-Fi ain't working or whatever. But yeah, let me just put that in the chat. Put that in the chat right now. Okay, so the link is pinned in the chat. Already know the rules. Camera on. You get me? Reception on point. As long as we can hear you well, as long as we can see you, we're all good. We're all good. Man like Joey.
Well, what you telling me, brother? What you telling me?
What's going on, Joey? I'm still pretty pissed off about the results, to tell you the truth.
You know, there has to be some type of lighthearted nature behind it in a sense, man. Like, think about what we've gone through in the last, like, month, you know, with everything. Like, there was, I've just, as much as, like, we've been priding everybody on the results during the time, we all came back from international break. Pretty much everybody, which this is the one thing that really surprised me, was like, why is everybody on the field just came back from international break pretty much? Every single person played 2-3 games. Mm-hmm. Georgie only played one. Why wasn't he on the field? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just, there's just like so many like little things about it. Why was Trev not even on the bench? He didn't play during the international break. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was just like so many little things that like just didn't make any sense about the lineup, and we just ended up paying for it. And you know, I feel like Tuchel's good for one of those a year now. You know what I'm saying? We had West Brom last year, got us spanking 5-1, and then everything ended up being like come together after that. Pretty much that was like the come together point for our season. Like after West Brom, like you just saw the team just go up and up and up and up after that. So like all we can hope for is going to be the same kind of mentality that comes out of it afterwards. You know, Tuchel had one mistake a year. He underestimates these small teams. Like this is I feel like he underestimates these small teams. He treated Brentford as a championship side, and that's how we would have lined up against a championship side if we were in like the FA Cup or something. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the way I kind of saw it. Like, why would we line up in a back four when we have Christensen and Trev who are both healthy? Mm-hmm. Like it just didn't make no sense. Why would we line up in a back four with Marcos Alonso at left back? You know, it just seems like it's more of like it was like he just took them as a championship side. And it's like every year he takes one of these teams and he decides, this is what I'm going to do before the Champions League, and treat them this way and not play five in the back, even though it makes no sense why you put Thiago Silva out there. Like, we want Thiago Silva in 4 days. We don't want Thiago Silva out there at Brentford. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just the only thing I can say, man.
Yeah, it was just. Do you know what? I'm very much in the camp of, you know, this could be that point in the season where it's just like, all right, lads, get it together. You can see what happens when, you know, we don't take things too seriously. But I don't think that's the case. I don't think it's the case. I think tactically it wasn't the right selection, and the international break obviously had something to do with it as well. So this is why I'm willing to take this one on the chin, but definitely going forward, I don't want to see a back four. Certainly not against Real Madrid. It's got to go back to the back three.
Oh,
One,
absolutely
yeah,
not.
one hundred
Absolutely not.
percent. So Joey, you're more on my camp in the terms of take it with a pinch of salt. We move on to the next game. Just a bad day in the office, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm more curious about how the whole protest went with Matisse. If you have some information on that whole
Yeah,
situation.
I've got some footage. I thought about putting it in this live, but you know what I might do? I might just
Like
put a
have a own
pre-record.
another show for it.
I'm just gonna put a pre-record together and talk about it real quick, maybe
Yeah,
about
yeah, yeah.
15-20 minutes, and just put up the footage that Eunice has sent. So definitely I'll
Yeah, I
share
saw
that
some
and share my
pictures, so I
thoughts.
wanted to see how it all went and stuff.
Yeah, no, definitely. Because the reason why I haven't addressed it is because I actually want to give it the attention that it deserves. Because Matisse went through a lot of and quite a few others actually. They went through a lot of hard work to put it together. So I only want to be
Yeah, it looked
respectful
good.
and
It
just
looked like
give
they
them.
did a great job, man. It looked like they
Yeah,
did a great
they
job.
did.
So
They did. But listen,
good on them.
Joey, thank you very much for jumping on. I've
My
got a
brother,
few
have a
others.
good one.
Yeah, T Dot, are you ready to jump on, bro? There he is. T Dot, what are you telling me, my
man.
bro?
I don't know, man. It's tough, and it's tough to take. It's tough to take.
Love the jersey, bruv. Love the shirt.
Come on.
Yeah, bruv. You
Take
see
it
how I
old
slipped up and said
school.
Jersey, blood. I've been in New York for too long. Yeah.
Listen, I was gonna say nothing, but you know what? Them kind of results, yeah. You got to remember. Let's swing it into the positives because that's our first defeat, I think, since Man City, January, in the league.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing the positives first. I'm gonna get onto the other stuff in a minute, but the positives. First defeat in the league since January. It's always tough coming back from international. You got to get the team back together.
Especially
the
with our
cohesion's got to be
record as
back
well,
in.
yeah.
Exactly. So we got a lot of that to think about as well. In terms of the performance, man, that was probably the worst under Thomas Tuchel that I think of. Apart from the West Brom game, the 5-2, you gave me them vibes. I'm going to be honest, you gave me them same vibes in terms of the 5-2 against the West Brom, and then the way we played today was just poor, man. Like defensively as well. And I'm shocked I'm even talking about Thiago Silva in this way. But to see Thiago Silva put in the performance that he did today, Rudiger obviously got the goal, brilliant goal, but it's been overshadowed by this performance, and that's annoyed me because I think someone just said before, he's been trying that for so how long has he been trying
doing
that
it
for?
all season. He's been looking through it all season, and then the one game he gets it, we get spanked 4-1 by Brentford.
I think this is the first time, though, if I'm going to be honest, that I've kind of questioned Tuchel's reaction to the game, because you look at the subs, the timing of the subs as well. It's the first time I've questioned not him as the manager, because he's the guy for me to lead us forward. But I just think in terms of the subs, in terms of the team that he put out, I probably would have gone for Malang Sarr. In the back of my mind, I'm already thinking about Real Madrid. Even though it's Brentford, we got to respect him. I don't think Thomas Tuchel done that today. I think he went into that game thinking 3 points, we move over to Real Madrid, and I think I get his logic. I get his logic playing Thiago Silva and Rudiger. The back four, I think it's difficult. Stick to the back five because that's what's working for us. It was poor, man. I don't even know how to process. I need to rewatch the whole game because there was just red mist watching that game. But
bruv, listen, this is how you know it was all over the place. Yeah, by the time we finished the game, we had Ziyech at like left wing back. It was mental. And then just that left side, the way we started the game, that left side of Marcus Alonso and Timo Werner. When have they ever done anything good individually in a back four for Chelsea? And B, when have they ever worked together well in a back four for Chelsea? It's just not happened.
That's why I question Tuchel, because like he must know it. He's been at the club long enough to understand. Yes, obviously Alonso for me, and if you're not going to put Malang Sarr at left back, which to me I would have probably gone with, if I'm going to be honest, he's done a job there before. Or Aspilicueta, because it annoys me because Reece James must have been fit enough to start that game if he's on the bench. You can't have it. If he's on the bench, you may as well start him, in my opinion. But put Aspie left back, Reece James right back. You've got yourself a bit more comfort at the back, because we looked like schoolboys at the back. I'm going to be honest, we looked schoolboys today. And
we was all over the place. position wise, we was just everywhere, bruv. There was just at some point where like nobody knew where they were. It didn't help. Like Loftus-Cheek to me looked like the deepest midfielder operating in front of that defense. And then when you've got a player like that who's not defensively aware as he is, you're just gonna get picked apart on the counter attack, bro. And then on the outside of him, you've got your fullbacks have got no support. Azpilicueta's got no legs. Alonso's got no legs when it comes to pace. You're just asking for problems. So this is why, like, you see, for the final goal with the clearance between Rudiger and Thiago Silva, for me, it was just like, you see, when I saw that, I just said, yeah, this really sums up today. Two of the top performing centre-backs in Europe, and this is what happens today. That's when I just said, you know what, it's just a joke thing. We're going to go on to Real Madrid. We're just going to forget about this game. That's how I'm treating it.
But this might kick on. If you think back to that I'm pretty sure it was March when we played West Brom, and we kicked on our season.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
After that game, we kicked on. I think we had that mad game against Villa. I think that was probably the last game of the season where I think Azpilicueta gets sent off. But before that, we had a really good run of games after that mad defeat to West Brom. So part of me is thinking to get that kind of result out of the system should kick us on for Real Madrid and give us something to hope for. But we've got to be honest, man. Top four is looking a bit shaky at the moment. I'm going to be 100%.
I still think we get it. Definitely.
Yeah, we should.
I still think we get it. I think this is the point where we kick on and really, progress throughout the rest of the season. To be honest with you, I'm just taking it like, that West Brom result, like we just said, it happens. Especially our track record after international breaks, because the same thing happened, didn't it? And it happened under Lampard as well. So this is we're not new to this, and they were all embarrassing results. So we're not new to this. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna take it that way. Hopefully, I'm proved right on this one. But T-Dot, thank you very much for joining in. I've got several others that have been waiting patiently, bro. Before you go, plug your ting.
Yeah, man. From the Shed then. So Spotify, Apple, YouTube, subscribe to the channel, all of that stuff, and obviously smash the like button here. 10K, road to 10K, man. Make sure we do that. Love Guni,
Let's
man.
make
Love
that happen. Appreciate you, my brother. Nippon, you ready to go? After Nippon, I've got the added time, then Vib, then Karan, then Hano. Hano, drop me, because I know it's late where you are and you're quite young. Drop me a message if you can wait. If you can't, I'll ask one of the lads if they can kindly allow you to go in ahead, because I don't want to keep you up too late. So if you can do that, Hano, just drop me some message in the private chat. But Nippon, let's get ready to talk. Let me know, because I know you was at the protest as well. Actually, do you know what? Perfect. Nippon, how are you doing, bro?
I must disappoint you. I was not at the protest because I had... You know what it is? I had a trial at one of my future workplaces.
Okay.
And unfortunately, that collided with the time of the protest.
Okay.
So I was like, there will be many more protests.
Yeah, well, I hope
the future.
I hope they listen to this one so we don't have to protest again.
Exactly. But yeah, I have to. But before I move on, I have to big up Matisse, man. Big up yourself for organizing that protest.
100%, yeah.
And yeah, I'm gonna focus on the negatives first, and then move on to the positives. That's how I always do it. Because, if I start with the positives and then finish with the negatives, I'll end up more fuming than I was a few hours ago. So, yeah, it was a shocking performance. Everyone from the goalkeeper to Timo Werner.
Yeah.
I am done with him. He is not good enough to play for Chelsea Football Club. You know what? Send him to Gerrard. Send them to Aston Villa.
I don't think he'll do too badly over there. Especially if they get rid of Ollie Watkins, they could replace him with Timo Werner. But I think he's going to end up in Germany.
Yeah,
being honest with you.
Look, the thing is, I want him gone now. The same way I wanted Lukaku gone. After he publicly slagged us off, nah, we're not Arsenal. We don't give you 4-year extensions for slagging off our club.
Yeah.
So yeah, and everything was bad from Mendy to Timo. Like, I mean, why was Ruben Loftus-Cheek even starting? Okay, I get it. He wanted to rest all the big guns for the Madrid game.
No, yeah, it makes sense, but it's just like, even still, like, there was just so many things that was questionable about the tactics today, and it's just like T Dot was saying. Do you feel it's a thing where Tuchel paid too little respect to Brentford, or do you just think that, you know, we're just casually shit when we come back after an international break, and this is what happens? I mean,
We'll never know. We will never know.
yeah.
But yeah, having said that, troops, if you're listening, I still don't fear Arsenal. I mean, I know we were shit today. I still don't fear Arsenal, honestly.
It just feels like a bad day in the office to me at this point, honestly. That's how I feel. I think we're going to kick on and beat Real Madrid in the week. And to be honest with you, Arsenal, they can't afford to get too happy. I mean, they're in a great patch of form at the minute, but they still got to play us at home. They still got to play Tottenham at the Lane as well. Those are not two easy games. That's not a 6 point. That's not going to be 6 points for them.
I'm absolutely hoping Palace and Antonio do a masterclass on them.
They got to play Palace too.
Yeah, they play Palace on Monday. Come on, you Eagles, man! Come on, you Eagles.
We need Connor. We need Connor to do us a favor, 100%.
Yeah, I need Connor Gallagher to score and shush Mikel. Do that to Mikel Arteta. Shush.
I'd love that. I'd absolutely love that if he could do that. Yeah. But Nippon, I've got quite a few people waiting. Before you go, please make sure you do plug whatever content you have. I know you have a channel, but plug everything you got, bro.
You can find me on Instagram at Nippon with 4 I's and 3 U's. You can find me on my other Instagram at Nippon Reviews Cuisines. I'm actually a chef.
Cool.
So one of my other job trials is on Monday at the Hilton London Metropole.
Oh, nice.
So,
there we have it.
So yeah, and you can find me. Sorry, I'm not done. I have a lot to plug. You can find me on Twitter at NSSports93, which is my YouTube Twitter. You can find me on the Nippon Sharma, my personal Twitter, and you can find me on my YouTube, NS Sports TV. Just recently passed 500
well
subs.
Done.
You can find me on the British Lifestyle Blogger too. And tomorrow I have my podcast coming out. Guni, if you're interested, I'll DM you the link.
Do you know what? Do you know what? DM me the details and we'll discuss it 100%. We'll definitely discuss that.
Yeah, I'll DM you after you finish the stream.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Nippon.
Okay.
Appreciate you. Hanno, you there? Yo, Hanno, your camera's off. Microphone's off. All right, I'll bring you on after the next person. So after him will be Added Time Podcast. Give me a thumbs up if you're ready, my bro. Yes, my brother. What's going on?
Man, tough day. Like I even look like shit right now. So it's been a tough one. Like so much. I mean, what hasn't already been said already, man. Like just beauty of football and the pain. Antonio Rudiger's goal, and then not even like 2 minutes later, just downhill.
Yeah, absolutely. It was just, I was still celebrating the goal when their equalizer went in, and it was just like, what?
Well, we got destroyed. Like we got destroyed more than your headphones, bro. I mean, that's just
only one side is working, by the way. The other one is just absolutely finished. Like,
yeah, our defense was destroyed, and then our offense was still trying to carry. But you know what? How if we can't get anything past our half for the first 25 minutes, and all of them they were mostly attacking from our left side, our weak side. I mean, I'm not mad about the whole 4-3-3. I get it, but why not have Sarin? Alonso, he's just dead weight, literally. Timo, thank you. A nice guy. This isn't your system anyways, like you said. So why not have someone else? Have the young guys. Why not have Mount there and have Harvey Vale and something?
But this is what I was saying about Timo Werner. It's just like, if you're asking, because quite a few of you lot were saying as well in the chat, with the watch along. Like, why we were playing so wide, like literally Timo was having chalk on his boots like he was playing in the Premier League in the 90s, bro. And I'm just like, listen, he's not technical enough to do anything from out there. So basically what you're asking him to do is to do a role that, you know, Hazard was comfortable at doing when he's just beating players for fun and getting in the box. You've got to play him on the inside of the shoulder of the defender, get him in behind. That's his threat. So like, I'm not entirely going to throw the blame on Timo, but like, if this is the way we're going to utilize him in this system, he needs to leave. But here's what I respect about him, right? Is he realizes that himself. Because, like, to me, that interview that he had after the Germany game, it was pointing to that. He kind of was like, I don't see it as a bad way. I see it as a way like, right, okay, he just can't adapt tactically because he's not got enough in his locker. And he's just being honest about it.
That's
See
true.
what I mean? But let's flip it a little bit, and we can't just stick to Timo Werner.
Yeah.
We-
I mean, I'm like I said, I'm not mad about the formation change. I know even your boy Jester's he's critical about not ever going to 4-3-3. Just stick with the back five.
He was right, yeah.
But I don't know. I think it's yes, we lost the battle today, but in the long run, I think it's gonna because I'm actually kind of glad that we didn't start James, and I know that's probably not a popular opinion. We
I'm
don't
with you,
need
actually.
a win versus Brentford. Save it because what would have been terrible was if we started him, he gets injured, and then we still get blown out. Like it's still I don't know what the whole talk of James starting. I know we'll start your best 11. That's the purity of the sport, but why risk an injury? The same thing with COVID. Like save him. I just for me, I don't know why. I mean I go by ESPN's information about the game and the formation, and if RLC was really playing as a cam, why? I know that was his position before, but in this case, just play defensively. Have Saul, maybe have Mount playing instead of RLC. I just think we could have done something different, but I'm not gonna blame Tuchel for everything. Made just bad choices. Not even Tom Brady wins every single game.
It's a fact. I mean, these results happen, and especially well after the international breaks. I said it in the other two, like we have a track record for doing this fresh off an international break. So I just hope it's one of those games where it's just that. I still feel fairly confident about Real Madrid in the week. One or two faces we didn't see in the lineup. Obviously we'll be playing with the back five. If not, I don't know, but yeah, I'm fairly confident about that. But going forward, do you see us getting sucked into a top four race, or do you still feel fairly confident that we're going to get a top four position
We're
without
gonna get
having
a
to
top
fight too
four.
much?
Bro, we're gonna get a top four. That's not even a doubt. Like in my mind, it's just that now it's just a little out of pride. Like are we gonna end up in third or fourth? And at the end, I think you even said it in your watch along. Who gives a shit? As long as we're in top four, I don't. Arsenal, let them get the little W. It's like letting your little brother win for once. It's true, bro. Like they got no other trophies, and if you're gonna be this happy about third place, I mean, congratulations, being in 8th place forever. So why not? We can win. We can even be out of Champions League and or the Champions League top four. We win the tournament, we can get back in it. I would laugh if if Arsenal ends up in 4th or some way we can knock them out and just a little slap in the face.
Well, here's the thing. I think next season will be a reality check for Arsenal. They're playing one game a week, if that. They ain't got other competitions to think about. All they're concentrating is top four, and they've got fresh players every week. So, next season, at this point, we'll see really how far they've progressed with more competitions, if they're still going to be in competitions at this point next season. But I appreciate you jumping on. Got several others that are waiting patiently behind the scenes, so I'm going to try and get them on so they don't have to wait too long. But plug your thing, my brother. Where can they find you? Insta, YouTube, all of that social stuff, bruv.
Thank you. Yeah, just Out of Time podcast, same thing. YouTube, Instagram, just brand new channel. Like, oh, there's me right there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But that's pretty much it. I had an episode uploaded yesterday morning. I'm gonna have another one uploaded tomorrow night, and then Monday. I'm actually gonna be more proactive on this, just because little good news, got a new job, which means more availability. So, yeah, and thank you for your time, man. I really
No,
appreciate it.
absolutely. And
Yeah,
whenever
you
you're
know, some
ready,
better in a second.
bro, whenever you're ready, like if you need me to jump on your channel, I will. I'll definitely show my face 100%.
As long as
Yeah.
I can know how to like StreamYards and Streamlabs work, I'll let you know. Yeah, because I'm the more the merrier. I would love to talk about football all day with anyone. Really.
Listen, we'll talk about all that. We'll get you set up. We'll talk about that. Just shoot me a DM. I'll send you my number and we'll discuss that so we can get you at least moving. Do you know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, man. No problem.
Gotta
No
smoke up
problem.
now.
No problem.
Peace.
Hanno, you ready, my bro? Thumbs up if you're ready. I see Hanno. Oh, I don't think Hanno's ready. Right. Oh, there he is. Hanno, how you doing, my bro?
Good in general.
I know you've got a lot
I'm
to say
glad
about today's game, so I'm gonna let you flow. Go for it.
okay. So I didn't watch the game, and I was watching rugby. Um, I think it was better that way. But the first what I saw of it, I saw the first few minutes, and it made me mistake. As soon as he did that, I knew something was wrong. So I I think it's too close to a certain degree, but some of those mistakes that have pained me, bro. I'm, I think my school team can do better than that defensively.
No, it's yeah,
Kante,
exactly,
Alonso,
exactly.
and Ziyech.
All three
You
of
can say
them was
Alonso is
on
looking
one
there,
man.
but
Yeah.
Alonso is pointing there to Kante, but Kante is not seeing me point there. What? But okay, we don't talk about that. I just want to ask, what is Mason Mount's job? What does he play? Can anyone tell me what does Mason Mount do?
Well,
What
this is
position does he play?
but this is the thing about Mason Mount. Yeah. I won't even be too harsh on him either. I think he suffered because of the system today, because the link up for him and the options for him weren't really there. You got to think about the usual people he has around him. First of all, I said numerous times in the stream, I think Timo Werner was stifling that attack quite a lot. I think the fact that, you know, we've got Alonso and Azpilicueta in the back four together wasn't helping, you get me? Because the way we play expansive football, but we've got triangles on either side of the system, whichever side that we're attacking. Do you know what I mean? You've got that support system. So that's how we're usually getting in behind, but we didn't have that support there today. Mason Mount usually is key to that. He's very good with the counter pressing from high up. You know, he links up play very well, but I just feel like, you know, in terms of options going forward, I feel it was just a big mess. It was a huge mess. But I just feel today is a bad day in the office. Do you feel positive about Real Madrid though, Hanno?
Yes, positive as always. Real Madrid versus PSG. PSG bottom, honestly. Um, we are not bottlers. We are not Spurs. We are not Arsenal. We are not Manchester United. We are Chelsea people. We don't bottle
Abs-
things.
no, absolutely.
We make quick results, but we don't bottle things. So
Yeah,
we're gonna win. Wednesday night, we're gonna win. I believe we're
absolutely.
gonna win, and this is all gonna be over. It's gonna be like last time. We're gonna win the Champions League, and this time we are gonna win the FA Cup. Finally, we're gonna win.
I like your optimism,
So
Hanno,
I'm
but
saying,
hey, but listen, thank you very much for joining in. I've got another like 6 or 7 people waiting patiently backstage. So I've got to get them all on, but definitely we've got to have you on again. Thank you very much, my bro.
thank you.
Oh shit. I didn't mean to remove him so quickly. Next up, we've got Vib, then we've got Karan, then we've got Jetto, then Prasanna, and then Zion. But Zion could only come on if the camera's switched on. Remember the rules: camera on, Wi-Fi on point. You get me? But Vib, thumbs up if you're ready, my bro. My bro. I can't get my words out. What the fuck's going on here? What's going on here, lad? All right, Vib. Talk to me, my brother. I'm gonna stop waffling because I can't speak, evidently. So I'm gonna let you give your thoughts on today's game.
Hey, no, man, that result was a shock. I won't lie, but yeah, I think there's a lot of problems in that game, man. I think it's a new system, the 4-3-3. I think even when we have played a 4-back before, it's been like 4-2-2 a lot of the time. Mount in the 8, I didn't think worked at all. I think a lot of people were saying like, yeah, he's playing in the forward role now. He's going to drop back later down the line, play that 8. I don't think he was great. This is like something I was saying before as well. Do you think people have overrated Mount slightly, like in the past? I think he is good. He's way better than what he's shown today. And I think this season as well, his performances haven't been great, even though he's been getting numbers. But I don't know, man. I do think we've slightly overrated him a bit as Chelsea fans. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think we've overrated him at all?
I've said this, and I think one thing I used to lean on a lot in the early days of this channel, especially when I was on Back Again, is that I hate giving this type of pressure to young players and rating them highly from a young age. I like 100%. To just see them develop. Now, with Mason Mount, do I think he's got the potential to hit that elite potential? Absolutely. Do I think he's close to it now? No. I think he's got a very, very long way to go. I think he needs a lot more consistency. There's a lot more for him to learn in the game. And I also feel he's a victim of some of the lack of quality around him and the lack of consistency as well. So I'm gonna be careful because again, I'm looking at this as more of a systematic sort of system. I don't want to say error, but I just feel like it just didn't work out today, bruv. So I don't want to be too harsh on one player or two players. I feel like as bad as Timo Werner was, as poor as Marcos Alonso was, as much as Ruben Loftus-Cheek, in my opinion, struggled through a lot of the game. I think when you look at it through the bigger picture, the manager has to look at himself. And obviously, quite a few people might not agree with me, but that's just my opinion. Do you know what I mean?
No, I hear you, man. I hear you. To be fair, like I think the 4-3-3 defo didn't work. I think this game defo gave me like West Brom vibes from last year with the 5-2. I was like, yeah, this is one of them performances, man. Like even before that against Bournemouth, I remember one time we got piped against them, and then the City as well, the 6-0. So I think we've had these performances for a while, like every year. It's just one of them things, man. I think we need to bounce back against Madrid, go back to the 5-back. I think our best 11 needs to play. I don't think Ruben should play in our best 11, definitely. I think we need Kobbe, Kante in the middle. Though saying that Kante wasn't great today, I didn't think either. But I think with Kobbe, he definitely looks better.
Yeah, but I mean, let's have it right. Who looked like they had a top performance today in that system?
I hear you.
The one player that I can say I felt done all right was Kai Havertz.
Yeah, I was just going to say that I think Kai Havertz was good today, man. Like his all-round game generally is quite consistent now, which I quite like. I think he had a few chances. The finishing we know can get better. But yeah, I agree, man. I think he had a good game.
Yeah, so it's just for me outside of that, I'm just writing that off. Bad day in the office, back four, some insane choices, pairing up Alonso when Timo Werner, having Alonso when Azpilicueta is your fullbacks in the back four, having Ruben Loftus-Cheek as the deepest operating midfielder in between Kante, between him and Kante. Why couldn't it have been Kante? Do you know what I mean? Defensively, he sniffs out everything, bruv. He's like a terrier. He sniffs out everything, bruv, like a dog to a bone, mate. But then you've gone with Ruben. Do you know what I mean? So it's these little things that I've got a question. Now, I say this, bruv, and I'm not trying to sound arrogant or nothing, but Tuchel is the man for the job. I still strongly believe, I still stand behind him.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
Nobody's immune to a bad day in the office. It happens. It's happened to Pep. It's happened to Klopp. It's happened to several managers. So for me, it's a minor. In Tuchel, I still trust. But Vib, listen, thank you very much for joining in. I'm going to bring on Karan. I've got people patiently waiting in the background, man. But thank you very much, my bro. Yeah, wait, have you got anything to plug before you go?
No, I don't have nothing that I'm working on or nothing like that, man. Just my Instagram, BP.2001. Yeah.
Even that, man. Just making sure, bro. Appreciate you jumping on.
Love,
Karan, Thumbs up if you're ready. There we go. He's always ready, Karan. I'm asking if you're ready. He's always ready. How are you doing today, my bro?
Good, Guni. How are you, man? Thanks for having me on. Appreciate it, bro.
No problem, man. Thanks for joining. I mean, listen, as pissed off as I was earlier, especially, throwing things about and effing and screaming, right? I've come to a point of acceptance where it's just happened. I feel it's a bad day in the office and we move on. But I'm gonna let you just give your thoughts on the game since it's your time to really give your thoughts, bro.
Horrible game from the get-go. I was not very impressed with the lineup. I was not very impressed with the shape. I didn't get why did we choose to go with a back four with Alonso playing on the left back. And I think everybody and their mum knows the fact that playing a back four with Alonso in the left back is a kryptonite. That guy can't play for shit, man. I mean, you put a horse with 3 broken legs, a horse will play better than him on the left back position. He can't play that, man. He's the best. He's one of the best playing as a left wing back, but not in a back four, man. I don't get why managers have tried to play him in a back four, and this is Tuchel is, I think, the third or the fourth manager who has tried to play him in a back four and it has failed.
It is
Conte,
backfired.
Sarri, Lampard, and now Tuchel. Like, it has never worked. I've never seen him comfortable in that position. Werner, I think it's time for him to leave. His interview after the Germany game spoke quite a bit, and thank you for your services. You're a good dude, but the Premier League football is clearly not for you. You're too weak physically. On the flip side, Kai Havertz has really developed. I've been very impressed with his performances since the turn of the year.
Mm-hmm.
We are finally starting to see him mold into the player we thought we bought. So I hope his progress continues. Loftus-Cheek again, I was disappointed with him, man. I mean, it seems that players are getting more better playing in a back 3 system than in a back 4.
Yeah.
And I don't get why Tuchel experimented with it. Maybe because Madrid plays in a back 4 as well. Madrid play a typical 4-3-3.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he was like, okay, you know what? Let me try to see if I can match them up. And
he cannot think about that. He can't think about that.
And
no way.
It seems to me that he had an eye on the Madrid game. And
yeah,
maybe he didn't think too much about the Brentford game, thinking that, okay, listen, the players have got a good break. They'll be full of energy and motivation. But 10 minutes is all it took for the game to completely go.
That was it. It went left. 3 goals in 10 minutes, man.
Yeah.
3 goals in 10 minutes. And then the 4th goal, the lack of clearance between Thiago Silva and Rudiger. And you know why I laugh at that? It's not even to disrespect the players. It was just at that point, it just summed up the game. It was just like, yeah, it is what it is at this point. If these lot are doing this, then, you've just got to take the L, smile and move on and just accept it's a bad day in the office, man. So
what pissed me off, I think, was the goal, by Eriksen, where I think there were 3 players just... What is the positioning? Where is everybody? Why is Alonso going along with the 2 centre-backs? Dude, you should be covering... covering Eriksen over there.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. All 3 of them was just being drawn to that whoever was on that side. And Eriksen was just wide open. He could have... Listen, the amount of space he had, he could have stretched out and starfish like this.
Yeah.
Got up to receive the ball and picked his position and scored.
Absolutely.
It was absolute schoolboy stuff, Karan. Yeah. Absolute schoolboy stuff.
And I believe Tuchel will look into that. And I think in his press conference after the game, he said that I'm not going to think about this too much. It's a blip. And I think he also has the trust in the players to know that they realize that this was a shit show. This was an absolute shit show for 10 minutes. And he expects them to respond back much better in the next game, considering how big the next game is. Am I too confident about beating Madrid? No, I'm not. But that's just how I am. I'm quite a cynic when it comes to soccer.
In terms of am I like super confident? I'm not super confident. I just have that feeling that we're gonna go through.
I'd rather be on the other side just because I'd just rather be on the other side. That's just my personal thing. Because I think in one of his interviews back in the day, I think Tuchel had said that when you're playing Madrid, you're not playing the team, you're playing the badge, you're playing the club. It's a much bigger deal. And knowing the fact that Benzema and Vinicius would be coming back again, and imagine Vinicius and Benzema coming up against Alonso in a back 3 or a back 4.
Yeah, please. Yeah. Who's giving me?
It's nightmare just from the thought of it. It upsets me that in January we didn't try to get a cover for Chilwell. Like,
poor planning.
To get Emerson, we could have called back Levi Colwill from Huddersfield maybe and tried to have him play on that side, but it's just disappointing that we.
If we take it even further back, we wanted Hakimi, who could have played on either side.
And now he's complaining that Messi and Neymar don't talk to him. Dude, you could have come to Chelsea.
There
in
you
a much
go.
better position, and you
But
could have won titles, and you would have been playing a quarterfinal in the Champions League too.
I do think it was his missus that didn't want to move over to London. But Karan, thank you very much for joining in. Before you go, please make sure you plug anything that you might have, any social medias, any channels.
I'm not a creator or nothing. No, I don't keep much social media, nothing, man. I just listen to you guys.
Okay, man. No, we appreciate that though. Definitely. Hopefully, I'll see you next week on the next call in, my brother, man.
Absolutely, man. Thanks for having me, man. Take care.
Thank you. Jetto345, are you ready? Give me a thumbs up if you're good to go. Yes, brother. You've been waiting there patiently, brother. I appreciate that.
Yeah, man. How are you doing? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly. You got some good audio there, mate. 100%.
All right, cool. All right, cool. Let's just start off with, okay, so Rudiger and Thiago Silva and Mendy, right? All of them didn't have good performances today, but the reason why I'm not gonna go at them as much is because they don't put in performances like this. Like I don't remember the last time Rudiger dropped a stinker like that, or Thiago Silva, or Mendy, arguably, in my opinion, was at fault for the third goal. So I'm not gonna go at them. In terms of the formation, now originally I was happy with the team in terms of the formation and the personnel. I could sort of understand what Tuchel wanted to do, but at the same time, I was surprised because normally what Tuchel likes to do before a big game, normally he'll put out a lineup in the previous game where like you'll see that he's clearly planning for the next game. So for example, you know, when we faced Liverpool in the Carabao Cup final, in the previous game, you know, that team he played in the Carabao Cup final was the same team he played against Lille. So normally he likes to plan and maybe just give us, you know, little signs of what team, what personnel you could put out against Liverpool. And even last year, before we faced Real Madrid, the team he put out against Real Madrid was the same team he put out in the previous game, West Ham. So in that way, I was surprised. Now, look, at the end of the day, it's a one-off game. It was a stinker from all the boys. Yes, in my match review and my player ratings video, I have ripped into the players, but at the same time, yeah, Tuchel does have to get his discredit. Like, mate, that when Rudiger's goal went in, I actually missed it in real time. So when I clicked on it, I saw the replay and I went screaming, jumping, running around, telling my brother, going absolutely mad. I come back and I see their player, number 27, just slap one in the top corner.
Yeah, you've got no time to even celebrate your goal before they equalised. Facts.
I'm just thinking,
man.
Why'd you have to do this to me? Like, bro, I was actually so mad because everyone's been waiting for Rudiger to literally hit one like that for ages. And then the team just, like Tuchel said in his post-match, like just for 10 minutes, we just stopped defending, concentration was gone. And look, at the end of the day, like the previous guys have said, who you've had on here, what did they say, bro? Something about, West Brom, that's it. You know, it just reminds you of West Brom, the 5-2, and then in the next game against Porto, we won away 2-0. Now, in terms of the players, Werner, look, I just don't rate him. He's not good enough. Go back to the Bundesliga, innit? You'll score 25 goals per season there. Everybody knows that. Marcos Alonso, you've had a desire to go play in Spain. Do that, my brother. Do that, yeah? Go link up with Diego Simeone and them man there, yeah? Ruben Loftus-Cheek, I understand he wants to make it at Chelsea. I understand that the injury has affected, you know, his career in a way, but maybe you're just not good enough, you know? Yeah. And it is what it is. Like you know, and this all comes down to sort of like even poor planning from the club. You saw Tuchel today clearly try to rotate, you know? The fact that he didn't even use Saul today, again, a big red flag because we wanted Tchouameni in the summer. We could have signed him for 40 million and he could have been useful in a game like this today if Tuchel wants to rotate. Instead, the scouts go, oh, Saul, 27 years old. Yeah, let's bring in Saul, who's literally declining, out of favor at Atletico Madrid, and we bringing him instead. Poor planning, bro. It's not good enough.
Nah, it was. It was. Damn, bro. You've made a lot of good points, but like when you look at it overall, right? In terms of Champions League and FA Cup aside, but do you feel this pulls us into a top 4 race, or do you think going forward we should be all right?
All right. Do you know what? I've said this literally since we were out the title race. Like, we're not in a top 4 race. And I will always stick by that because as much as this result was bad, Man United are so inconsistent. Like, they're just not good enough, first of all. They drew 1-1 today. Now, everyone's raving on about Arsenal. I understand. They're in a good bit of form. Arteta's doing his thing. You know, Saka, you know, Odegaard, they're doing their thing, yeah? But they will drop points too. Do you get what I'm saying? And for the rest of the Premier League season, I'm just confident that we will use the Premier League as momentum to play well in the Champions League and the FA Cup. That's all I want us to do in the Prem, because realistically, the season's over in terms of the Premier League.
In terms of the
we
Prem,
will
yeah.
finish. Yeah, exactly. We will finish top 4, but we're not in a title race. But in my opinion, at the same time, we're not in a top 4 race. We've never been. So we should be calm in terms of that. Just a one-off game where we were just bad, and yeah, we just move on, man, as quickly as possible.
No, 100%. And I heard that you said you've got a channel. We got to definitely make sure we plug that. You speak very well, bro, and you spoke some facts. So we got to get some people subscribing to your thing. So let us know socials, your YouTube, everything that you've got, bro. Don't leave out nothing.
Yeah. My YouTube channel is J2O. Go check it out, guys. I'm on 70 subscribers. You know, just hit recently. So yeah, thank you to everyone who subscribed, obviously, and obviously follow me on Twitter at Jetto345. And yeah, just check me out. Obviously, my player ratings video and my match review is out now. So if you want to go check that out after this, go ahead.
Nah, definitely. I'll be checking that out. I'll be subscribing to that. Definitely comment, leaving the likes, all of that stuff. I really appreciate you jumping on, and hopefully I'll see you again next week on the call-in, bro. And perhaps
100%.
we might be able to do a collaboration. I'll jump on your channel, you jump on my channel. We'll make this shit work. You get me?
100%.
Yeah, man. I always like to collaborate with. I collaborate with anyone as long as you're working. You get me? I'll collaborate with you, 100%.
100%.
But big respect, my brother. Prasanna, are you ready? Give me a thumbs up if you're good to go. Then after that, I've got Zion. Yeah, you're gonna be coming on next. Thank you very much. I see you both waiting patiently. Zion, another between 5 and 7 minutes. I'll be on with you. But Prasanna, how are you doing, my guy? I saw you put up your post-match, or was it preview? One of the two on the timeline. Apologies, I haven't had time.
It's just a review.
Oh, is it? Okay, yeah. I haven't had time to check it out just yet, but I did retweet it. I promise I will check it after this, though. But
Yeah, man, take your time.
Talk to me. How you doing?
Yeah, just about grabbing some light lunch from McDonald's, just to kind of light up my mood. You know what I'm saying? I mean, one of them, like flurries, always lights up my mood. So yeah. No,
definitely. Go on.
Yeah, man, but I just think it's a bad day at the office. I mean, when we don't see performances like that very regularly. I just hope that this is a one-off game. I hope we turn up against Madrid. And who do we play next in the league? Southampton away, I think it is.
Let me have a look. Let me double check.
I think so, because before the FA Cup, I just want to know next is Madrid, and the next week is their return leg. So in between the 10th or the 9th, I just want to make sure who we play.
I'm finding out right now. So after Real Madrid, we got Southampton away. Then we got the second leg of the Champions League. The Leeds Chelsea game is been postponed as of now.
And then it's the FA Cup semi-final, I think.
Yeah, then after that is Chelsea Arsenal at the bridge.
Yeah. So it's all games are coming thick and fast. There's no point in just moaning about one bad performance. It's been like it's one bad performance and God knows how many. And I just hope this is a good wake-up call for the team, and hope we turn up against Madrid, because we do need to. One of our 2 chances of lifting any more silverware this season. So yeah, man, looking forward to Madrid, but I just hope that this is just a one-off.
Yeah, 100%. How do you feel about Tuchel's tactics today from his perspective?
And that was weird. I mean, I think he just tried to experiment. I think like a back four with Alonso and left back, recipe for disaster already. I thought James would start, to be honest, because we see him training and whatnot. I thought he would have started, and I thought either Kovacic or Guni would have started, but Loftus-Cheek started. So I was like, okay. And then instead of the front 3, he started in the midfield. So that was interesting. But I still think we had enough to beat Brentford. But Brentford play like they were the home team and we were the away team, to be honest.
Yeah, they absolutely burned us with that pace as well. And just the fact that we just had no positional awareness because of players just not used to playing in that system. And then I'm still going to maintain. I think Loftus-Cheek struggled because of the lack of understanding in his position too.
Yeah, I mean, we look at him, and at a point he was playing so well. He was full of confidence. He's been sent out the 2 loans, and he rarely gets game time. And I'm thinking, like, what do we need to do with this guy? Do we keep him? Do we loan him out again? Or what's the thing with him and Hudson-Odoi, two of our academy graduates that I think I'm not sure what's the thing with them. Do we keep them? Do we loan them out again? Or I'm kind of reserved on that. What do you think of them?
Honestly, my opinion on both players, Loftus-Cheek we sell, Callum Hudson-Odoi we're playing for a little bit and we sell him and get the best price tag we can get, because look, some of the fan base might be like, really sell Callum, but let's have it right. We can name 5, 6, 7 wingers out there in the world that are of a better standard than Callum Hudson-Odoi and are performing right now. And that's what, if we want to be competing at all fronts every season, we're going to need quality, not only in the first 11, but on the bench too. Quality and depth is key now in the Prem. You look at Manchester City, they can field out a second team and still compete for the Prem. See what I mean? That's what we got to get ourselves back to. So that's why I say that about Callum. Not a bad player, but is he one that's going to help us serially win titles and stuff? I don't believe so. I honestly don't believe so. Yeah,
I think he can win. Yeah, I mean, he could be a cup player, but for the league, I don't think so. And that's the thing. I mean, what pissed me off was the Eriksson goal, man. Jesus Christ! I mean, the defending on that. How are 3 players close to Mbuelo, or what his name was? I hope I got it right. And then no one's marking Eriksson. I mean, literally, he could have gone home, eat some chicken curry, slept, came, and still would have scored. He had so much time on him.
I was absolutely furious, because it's literally, I'm not even making a joke when I say it's literally the stuff that you see at under 7s, under 6. You know, when kids just have no concept of just like positional awareness and they just keep running after the ball. That's what it looked like. That's the most embarrassing thing about it. It was that it was such a preventable mistake, because all one player had to do was simply turn their head, look to that side, and they would have just covered him. But nobody was aware of what was going on around him. And it summed up the game for me, as well as, you know, that shambolic clearance between Rudiger and Thiago Silva. That's when I knew it was just like, you know what? It's just one of them days. In my heart, I said, I know we're coming back against Real Madrid, back 5, and we're going to get a positive result. It just happens. Previous international breaks, you know, we've come back, we've been embarrassed. It's not the first time this has happened. And to be quite honest with you, some are saying, even the previous listeners, previous people that were involved were saying that this might be a catalyst and a kickstart to a successful end to the season. What do you reckon?
Probably, because last season it was. We got hammered by West Brom, and then next game itself, we went and beat Porto 2-0. And I mean, this could be, but it's we have the players there. I think Pulisic, James, maybe Jorginho Kovacic, all these 3 should start against Madrid. I think Pulisic should definitely start in that front 3 along with Ziyech and Havertz. That's what I think. And it's just happy that we have fans here. There was talk of they're not going to be fans for Madrid games, so will be very interesting to see what reception Courtois gets. I mean, I'm much more waiting. And I know what's coming, to be fair, but Madrid, I saw the game today. They weren't great, but they somehow snuck the win today. Benzema scoring 2 penalties, and yeah, man, I think we have enough to beat them. It's just a question of whether I think we will get past Madrid. I think we'll get past Madrid. I think I said City might not. I said City will knock us out in the semifinals, and he kind of still maintained that.
Let's see.
Yeah. I'm just waiting. I'm gonna take every game by its face value, because we're still in 2 other competitions. Every game is like a final now, and yeah, man, let's just go for it. One bad game, it happens. Every manager has bad games. Every team has bad games, but this is one bad game we have had in like how long? I can't remember apart from maybe Man City away, that was the last bad game we had per se.
I mean, T. Dot said it when he was on here. We haven't lost the league game since January.
Exactly, and that was City away.
Yeah, exactly. So when you put it like that, it's not really the end of the world, is it? There's still a
Yeah,
lot. Yeah, man. I still think we're in for a shout with the top four. A lot of people saying Arsenal going to
I think
finish
third.
above Chelsea.
I think we should
Yeah, I
get
still
there.
think we get third because Arsenal still got a lot to do. They got to play Palace on Monday. They've got to play Spurs at White Hart Lane, and they've got to play us at Stamford Bridge. Three very difficult games.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and they still have Man United. They still have West Ham as well.
yeah, well, exactly. Five difficult games that they still have to play. But Prasanna, before you leave, please make sure you do plug anything that you have, social medias, YouTube channels, whatever it is that you may have. Plug it.
Yeah, man. So this is my YouTube channel, my name, except the hashtag no Touré gets part. Prasanna Balakrishnan, just my YouTube channel. I just do my regular stuff there, my Chelsea for cricket, all my post-match reviews and stuff. My Instagram is PRASANNA BALA 97 the year I was born. So yeah, that's my Insta, and hopefully I can do many more. I'm just about I've got about 360 subs now. Hope I can get to 500 soon.
Yeah, let's help him get there, man. 100%. But thank you very much, Prasanna, again for jumping in the call in. Hopefully, I'll see you again next week. Zion, give us a thumbs up if you are ready to go. But let me address this Arsenal fan. Hey, listen, I will say this: Arsenal, this is your one time. Yeah, well, I'm gonna accept your banter, obviously within limit. Yeah, I will accept it because I was chatting shit at the beginning of the season differently to Zar and Troops. Yeah, so I'll take my medicine. So I'll accept this. Goodnelicious Breed TV. I for one fucking prick. For one, knew you guys shouldn't have mugged us off, Mr. DMX. Oh, the Bald Lives Matter thing. Sing it. We ain't going anywhere. Zion, you ready to come on? Let's do this. Let's do this. Hey, bro, first of all, I want to say thank you so much for waiting patiently, bro. You've been very patient backstage. So, do you know what? I'm not going to do the disservice and over talk you. I'm going to let you just give me your thoughts, my guy.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, the only positive of today's whole thing was the protest from the fans outside the stadium. I
Yeah.
mean, there's nothing else that was positive about the game,
Yeah.
the performance. It was so big up to those fans who were there, out there supporting, what's wrong and what's right for this club. So let's talk about the game. The game was Tuchel's done something. He's done this again. He did this against Man City at the Bridge. I don't know if you remember where we lost that 1-0. He
Yeah.
experimented, and it didn't work out. And it was. I think it was a wrong time to make this type of change. A 4-3-3. If you don't have the personnel, that formation won't work. If you play Alonso as left back, it's you may as well just give the other team 3 points because
Yeah. And then on top of that, you combine him with Timo Werner on that side. You're just asking for problems.
Timo Werner just I can't even say anything about that guy. I'm sorry. It's just as much as I've defended him, since he's come to the club, and people have. It's obviously been mixed reaction for him, but we brought him really to score goals, to be that vocal point, but it hasn't worked out. I never said he was a number 9 for me when he joined the club. I know he scored in the Bundesliga, but if you think about it, he played with a striker with Poulsen up
Yeah.
front at Leipzig, and he came from the left, and he came from the the inside. So
He was
I
an
don't
inside
think,
forward,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
That's what he is. You can't have him chalk on boots, man. He
No,
can't
no.
beat no one.
He's
Go on.
not. He's finally found out that the Premier League, compared to the Bundesliga, is a hell of a lot different and a hell of a lot physical. Because when you're going up against players like Lewis Dunk or someone like the Newcastle boy Dan Burn, you got to be physical, and he's not that physical presence. So I never thought he was a striker for me, and I thought, he's just a great forward for the attack, not a number 9. So it's just the entire game was just it. The protest was great, but then it just the game performance just outshadowed everything, in my opinion. I mean, 4-1, to Brentford. I'm sorry, the defending in that game was awful. I mean, the Ericsson goal, everyone's been talking about it. I mean, how the hell do you let that much space in behind? It's just incredible. Rudiger, hats off to him for that goal. Brilliant goal, in my opinion. One of the goals of the season again. Brilliant defender again. We've got to get him, signed on as soon as this ownership thing is sorted. He's a crucial player to our system, and to Tuchel. And yeah, to be honest with you, there's nothing to talk about. I mean, Loftus-Cheek is not a holding midfielder. He can't sit there. he's more of an advanced player where just he runs with the ball, he takes the ball forward. So that was a wrong mistake from Tuchel putting him in that holding midfield position. I mean, Jorginho came back, I think, a day before because Italy got knocked out by North Macedonia, so he came back early. So I'm
Yeah.
surprised he didn't start this game, or even Kovacic. That was a kind of a surprise for me. Kante wasn't great today, as much as I love Kante.
Yeah.
So overall, the whole team was bad. I can't blame a certain individual.
Yeah, exactly.
It was a collective, mistake from the manager, from the players, from the coaching staff. Everyone got it wrong today. So yeah, does that mean we're gonna miss out on top four and we're in the top four race? No, I just don't think that we got the advantage over Arsenal because we got Southampton next, so we got Real Madrid next, and we got Southampton in the league. So I think the next game against Madrid is kind of crucial because it's a bounce back. See how the players bounce back from that defeat. And like the other person just said before me, saying that we lost to West Brom and then we bounced back against Porto in the Champions League. So let's see. I mean, we dominated Madrid in the first, in the both legs last season when we won the Champions League. So, but he cannot do experiments in such big games. Now, if he plays a 4-3-3 against Madrid and matches up with them and plays Alonso on that left back role, we're going to get murked. I'm actually being serious. We're going to get absolutely cooked off the shell. It's going to be so bad to watch. But yeah, I definitely think that we can bounce back against Madrid, and I'm hopeful that we can secure that third spot in the Premier League.
No, 100%. 100%. I think so as well. Again, I'm just going to chalk it down to a bad day at the office. Not a single individual that I'm really going to blame because, listen, one person mentioned it and nobody else did. Even myself, I forgot to mention him. Even Edouard Mendy looked a bit shaky today with the in possession of the ball. You know, that pass that he played directly to Ivan Toney, where you can see by as soon as Tony hit that ball, you saw it in his face. It was like, oh man, if I'd hit that properly, it was going in. So he got away with one there, 100%. So it was a bad day in the office all round, man. When your senior players and your leaders are having performances like that, you know what time it is, man. 100%. But Zion, listen, thank you very much for joining in. I've got a couple more people waiting backstage.
Appreciate it, bro.
But before you leave, it's important. Do you have anything that you would like to plug on the channel?
No, bro. I'm just working, to be honest with you. I mean, barely had a holiday. I got a day off today just to watch Chelsea, but you know what? It wasn't the day to watch.
It wasn't the day today, man. Sorry you had to experience that on your day off, my brother. Yeah, but thanks very much for joining in. I hope I can see you back on the channel again, my bro.
Definitely, bro. Cheers, mate.
All right. ASM, we've got Sid, and then afterwards we've got Andrew. Hey, Sid, give me a thumbs up if you're ready. Oi! Yes, Sid, how you doing, my bro? I know it's late out there.
I'm fine. How are you doing, Guni?
Yeah, well, I feel a bit better today. This interactive live is like therapy for me. You know, if I'm pissed off about something in the day, I've got you guys to talk to and you make me feel a lot better. But I want to know your thoughts about the game. You know, I love your insight, so I ain't going to talk too much. Talk to me.
I think it was a howler from Tuchel because Loftus-Cheek is not a six. We all saw that. In the third goal, he was ball watching. He didn't react to the run of a pilot or what his name was. I forgot that Brentford player. He was ball watching that time. He had to react in that point, and now it's confirmed that Loftus-Cheek is not a six. We could have played Jorginho there. He could have distributed the ball way better, and also Werner displayed a howler again. And I think when Pulisic is not on left, we look vulnerable in our attack, in our attacking sense, because we are not good in attack with Werner or even moving Kai towards that side. We are not that attractive.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Kai playing on the wings. No way.
Because we take the edge of his game by moving in the box. That movement creates difference between the center backs. He got three chances today. Two of the header were just wide, and one chance it was offside. Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
handball. It was handball.
There was also the chance where he just put it wide of the post. He rolled it wide to the
Yeah.
post. Yeah.
And look, I want to say that our attacking mindset is not good. Lukaku also got a good chance in the end, and
Yeah.
he also missed it. What more we can expect from Tuchel? And also, Kante was not up to the point. Mendy was having a jet lag, I can say, because they are all coming from important games for their country.
Yeah.
And I think it's a one-off blip, just like West Brom 5-2. And I think we are going to bounce back and we are going to win against Madrid because SP also looked tired on that side. And we are going to have Christensen on that right centre back position, Reece James on right wing back
Hmm.
against Madrid. Christensen was not playing because he just came back from injury, and he was also, I think, not playing for Denmark. He was rested here. So I think we are going to be fine against Madrid. It's just a one blip.
Yeah, absolutely. And then listen, just the front three that you just mentioned there. I mean, you know, you've got Pulisic coming back into the fold on that left side. Kai Havertz obviously keeps his position, and Hakim Ziyech too keeps his position with Reece James as the right wing back. And we've already seen how well they work together on that side.
I
Or would you
can,
change it up? Would you change it up?
yeah, I am going with Mount.
Oh, he's going
Even
with
though
Mace.
he's not, yeah, even though he's not performing up to the limit, but we have to know that Madrid have a midfield of aging legs, and
Yeah, cool. Okay.
Ziyech can't press like Mason. We need that Mason energy. He did that last time against Madrid in both legs.
But then the question comes is, do you stick Mason on that right side or do you put him on that left side and then put Pulisic on the right side?
No,
Or
I
do you
will
switch
put
up the
Mason on
formation
right.
altogether?
No, I will put Mason on right and Pulisic on left, where Pulisic is very dangerous. And last time also, he rounded Courtois for that goal, and the formation was same: Pulisic, Harvitz, and
Hmm.
Mount.
And
And
Mason
in
Mount.
second leg we switched to Werner on that left side, and Kai Harvitz was in the center.
Okay, well, yeah, fair enough, fair enough. And Mace as well, you know, like he's got legs for days. That counter press up top, very effective against Real Madrid as well. All the runnies, thank you very much for the super chat. I'd like to stream 100 times if possible. Nah, man, I appreciate that. And to those that are in, if you ain't smashed the like button already, hit that like button and subscribe if you are new. So, Sid, the feeling that I get from you and the majority of the people that have called in is just, again, just bad day at the office. We've got this track record of, you know, putting in diabolical performances after an international break. I've asked this question to several others. It's only fair that I ask you: do you feel this drags us into the race for the top four? Do you see Arsenal finishing above us in the Prem, or do you think the third place is comfortably ours? Let me know.
Third place is completely ours because I think we are going to beat Arsenal at Stamford Bridge. We are not going to do this type of performance against big teams. It was like a blip against small team. Tuchel also mentioned that after that Tony Rudiger goal, we were so comfortable. We thought we are going to win or scrap a 1-0 or get
Mhm.
another one later on. I don't think Chelsea has a tendency of losing to big teams when it matters the most, and that game is
Yeah.
going to be crucial at Stamford Bridge.
Absolutely. No, I agree with you on that one, Sid. And I do know you don't have a channel or nothing like that. So I won't ask you to plug what you've got going. But I do have others waiting for me
Yeah,
backstage. I've got to get to them. But thank you very much, as usual. You know how much I love your opinion on this show. And I look forward to seeing you on the next one, my brother.
good night.
Yeah, man. You too, my bro. Andrew, give me a thumbs up if you're ready, aka the Winter Surfer. How are you doing, my bro? Thank you very much for tuning into the show today. Talk to me. How do you feel about today's performance?
I was very shocked. I was expecting 3 points. Let's give it right. We should have
Yeah,
got 3 points. For me, the bulk of the blame goes on Tuchel for today. We're at the business end of the season. I don't want you experimenting.
yeah,
Do you
absolutely.
know what I mean? It's like you should have done it earlier in the season. If you want to play four at the back, play the three. I'm sorry, be cautious, be pragmatic. The reason to get the 3 points today, it gets us a step closer to securing top four, whether that's third or fourth. It doesn't really matter because it's the same place in the Champions League, no matter what. It also means that we then can switch players around later in the season if we go further in the European Cup. So it's like, why do that now? Because now he has to really think about that Southampton game, depending on what happens on Wednesday.
Yeah,
Depending on what the scoreline is on Wednesday, if it's a close scoreline, does he have to mix it up all again for Southampton? or does he has to put a strong team out in Southampton because we lost to Brentford? Because I don't rate Arsenal, but I think they'll chalk out a win on Monday against Palace.
Well, I'll say this: the one game a week, or the sporadic periods in which they have games, is certainly helping them out. They've got fresh legs every single week.
Yeah, well, it's the same as us. It's just that we won the title.
Yeah.
So, but I'm telling you that left-hand side today, I might be going overboard. That's the worst left-hand side in recent history I've ever seen in my life.
Mate, like, can you think of a worse left side in Chelsea's recent history?
It's usually one, isn't it? It's usually one, isn't it? But not both.
Yeah,
both.
mate.
And now, what people used to defend Werner with is now he tries. He's pulling out of stuff now. He's not even going after it. So he's not even got that. So basically, we're paying him 270k a week to run around in a Chelsea shirt. You got 39,000. You got 39,000 people who turn up every week in a Chelsea shirt. But it was just all. I mean, there's no positives today. Not even a Rudiger goal because it doesn't matter, right? We lost 4-1.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, and that's the sad thing about it, man, is that he's been looking for that all season.
Yeah.
Then he gets it today, and what a strike it is! Posting in, keeper just well beaten, and then within 10 minutes, all that hard work has just gone to shit. Yeah, it's just absolutely. It was just unacceptable.
But even this, I think what Chelsea fans have to do this season. I think we all overestimated how good this squad was.
100%, myself included.
I think in numbers, yeah, there's a lot of numbers, but quality, no. The summer coming up, if we are allowed to buy players, I'm not even gonna rate these players until they do something for Chelsea. You know what I mean? I don't care anymore. I'm not gonna gas them up. I'm not gonna say yes, we signed them, but please buy a backup right back, wing back, left back, wing back. Just buy the backup, please.
Yep, we need backups in. Well, this is the thing. You see, if we wait one more summer, because we do have the release clause, the buyback on Livramento, who I would love to see back at the club. I want to see him back at the club. I'm upset that he was sold in the first place for us to be buying back for 8 times the bloody price. It's just stupid when he was ready to jump in. But a lot of that might be down to how he was treated when he didn't want to sign the contract. He was dropped down to the youth team and all that. So I mean, Chelsea really done it to themselves, and I'm tired of seeing that repeat itself. But hopefully, with the new ownership, if there is new ownership coming into Chelsea, we can see a change in that. But Winter Surfer, I've definitely got somebody that has been waiting patiently backstage, so I can't keep them waiting too long. But before you leave, please make sure you plug whatever you got going on, social medias, channels, whatever, where people can find
you follow me at the Winter Surfer. I usually tweet out what I'm on. I'm a regular on Sarcasm City TV, so. And Lewis, as you know, Carefree Lewis.
Yeah.
Worldwide Chelsea and GNA TV. So, I'll follow me around. I'm usually tweet out what I'm on.
Definitely. Good guy to follow, man. Appreciate you for jumping on. Hopefully I see you again, my bro. Isaac, give me a thumbs up if you are ready to go, my friend. Thank you for waiting very patiently. All I can see is the top of your hairline, my bro, and just bare forehead. There we go. Oh, he's gone. The device has not connected. I will wait for a few minutes. But you know what? Until he probably jumps back in, if he does jump back in, I will say a few things. First of all, it's just occurred to me. In fact, John CFC, thank you very much for making such an obvious comment that I really should have been picking up on. And I'm not even saying that sarcastically. But with all the people that do have channels and stuff, I think I'm gonna add the links into the chats once I am done with the live. So if you did feature on here and you've got a channel to plug, please make sure you send me an inbox in either my Twitter or Instagram, and I will make them clickable links. So when people come back to watch, they can just go straight to your channel. It helps more than just verbally saying it, but hopefully that will help you guys, with your subscription growth. As this channel grows, hopefully more people will notice, so this is your community as it is mine. But Isaac, thumbs up if you're good to go. There we go. How's it going, Isaac?
I'm good, man. I'm very good. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Just enjoying my therapy with the subscribers. You know, after a terrible result today. But it's your first. Is this your first time on the channel, right? First time on the platform.
Yeah, I've been watching with you with your friend Eunice talk football. I really like him. He's my favorite YouTuber. So now
Oh, nice. Appreciate
I
that.
really like both of you.
Appreciate that. Well, listen, this is your time to give us your thoughts, and I'm just going to shut my mouth and just get your opinion on what went wrong today and how you feel about Real Madrid later on in the week.
Yeah, I could see it from the first 10 minutes that Brentford, they press us high, and I think of the Sheikh, I like him, but he's not the number 6. So I think he's the box player, but it's like counter mount. I don't think they suit in a midfield 3, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
But Timo Werner, man, I don't think he's not good enough. I get it. People say he's worth very good. He tries hard, but there's a standard here, you know. They expect it to be standard at this top level, you know. I can run around and do things like that, but plays very bad. I'm shit at football, but you know, work very hard. And but yeah, I get it. But that's I just hope we turn up against Real Madrid, man.
Yeah, I mean, quite a few. I think most people that joined us on the chat today was just saying that, you know, today just felt like a bad day in the office. We've got previous bad track record playing directly after international games, which is have embarrassing results, and this is one of them. I'm more of the opinion that this could potentially kickstart, you know, our second half of the season for us to win some silverware, because, you know, there've been previous times before that. I mean, last season we went on to beat Porto 2-0 after being humiliated by West Brom. So hopefully we repeat the same cycle. But I do feel pretty confident against Real Madrid. We've got, you know, a couple of faces coming back into the lineup. I think we're going to go back to our original back 5. So it's just really about kicking on in the Premier League from there. So like I've asked everybody else, do you feel that third place is comfortable for Chelsea, or we're going to get 4th, or we might struggle to retain the top 4 place?
It depends because Arsenal, you know, they have to play us in the league. I think they have to play United and Spurs, but it's achievable. But I just hope I will go all out for Champions League. In my opinion, I think everyone will do the same. But I think that moment that Chelsea got injured against Juventus, that moment just. I think that was the turning point.
Yeah, it was. It was the biggest turning point of our season. Yeah,
you can see how important he is to the team. I know Alonso, he has been a good server for us. You know, under Conte, he has good moments, but the modern game, you need quick players. You like City, like Cancelo. He can play on both left or right. You know, I miss him so much. I just hope that we'll buy a left back in January or even loan. I don't know. We don't know the behind the scenes. You know, I don't want to pay 30 million just for backup. You know, that seems unnecessary. You know, I know we tried to recall Emerson, but that didn't work. You know,
didn't work.
Yeah, but I just hope that we can turn up against Real Madrid. You know, but if we can stop Benzema, I think we can win. He's fantastic. You saw against PSG, 3 goals in a few minutes. I think we can. I think we can win.
I think we can as well.
Yeah, I just hope we don't play 4 at the back again. You know,
no, I don't see that happening. There's not a chance in this. No way. It gives me nightmares even thinking about it. But Isaac, have you got your own platform? Do you have a YouTube channel, any social media that you would like to plug?
No. It's over here.
Okay, no, thank you very much for joining me on the channel, man. I appreciate that. And I hope I'll see you back on the interactive watch along. I mean, in the interactive lives again, my brother.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. Siddharth, on the important point of playing Mason and Pulisic. are going to press like Brentford did, and it's going to play in our hands with Carvajal on the right, Mendy on the left. No, I see what you're saying. Like, the more that I do think about it, Mason Mount being involved in that front three would actually be tactically a smart move to do, because also as well, not even just from pressing up high, he just offers another body in the midfield as well. You know, if in case we need to go to that midfield three and, you know, defend and be compact, we've got him extra, and he does that really well. So I'm completely not against him starting against Real Madrid, to be honest with you. It's just which Mason Mount's going to show up on the day. You get me? That's my question. Only Chelsea fans allowed to join? No, you don't have to be a Chelsea fan. You can, whatever team that you support, you can jump in here. All I ask is that your camera's on, your audio sounds somewhat clear. Well, it sounds clear. That's important. It sounds clear. And you keep it respectful, in it. Just so, you know, we're all adults here. The boundaries of respect should be understood. I shouldn't have to explain it. But nah, by no means is it only Chelsea fans that should be allowed to join. There we did. Chelsea got smoked today. Yeah, we got had up today. We absolutely got battered. Yeah, of course you can. Just hit the link. I've got nobody waiting at the minute. I might make you my last one if you're on in the next 5 minutes. I will make you my last guest. Noah Mitchell, I didn't get to watch the game, but when I checked Foot Mob and saw Rudiger scored and the assist was from Kante, I knew it was a belter. Yeah, it was. It was an absolute screamer. But what a time to get it. Absolutely wrong time to get that. Well, hopefully we get into the Champions League final and he does it again, and that's it. You get me? That is it. He is a local lad, Guni, and he's going to be up for it. Mason Mount, yeah, absolutely. I mean, regardless of who we're playing, you know, Mason Mount, he always tries to give 100%. Even if he does put in a bad performance, nobody ever questions Mason Mount's what's that word now? I've been talking so much. Nobody questions his commitment. Nobody questions Mason Mount's commitment. That boy's Chelsea through and through. Absolutely through and through. Tyler Boy, okay, cool. If you're gonna join now, no problem. You can jump in. I'll be waiting here patiently for you. And yeah, please. So the people that are in here, make sure you do smash that like button and subscribe if you are new. I will be doing these calling shows once a week. I did try and set it for Friday. Yesterday, I had a whole bunch of stuff going on, so I knew today was going to be the day. Perfect opportunity after today's game. And T-Boys TV, I see you backstage. Oh, and I see a Liverpool bit of, I don't know if that's a curtain or a towel or whatever, but whatever it is, it's got Liverpool on it. T-Boy, what's going on, my brother? Thank you very much for jumping on the live stream, man. How you doing?
No worries. Basically, it's like a flag. So it's like my second team, but my main team is Luton. I try to go to like every single game. So, yeah.
Fair play.
Thank you for bringing me on as well. Thank you.
Nah, man. Listen, again, this isn't an elite channel. This is for everybody, bro. This is a community channel. So anybody who has any opinion, just as long as you speak it with respect and just speak the truth, you're more than welcome to jump on. But talk to me. I know you're not a Chelsea fan, so talk to me.
Just might as well talk about Luton, my main team. If you,
of course, bro, this is a football channel.
I'm not too sure if you know a lot, except the FA Cup game recently.
Yeah, that's really about it. But yeah, come talk to me about Luton, bruv. Maybe I can learn a thing or two about the team.
It's been really impressive this season. You know, I go to a lot of games and I do match day vlogs. But yeah, it's been really impressive going to a lot of games. You know, to even be in this predicament. You know, a lot of people, just including myself, just wanted anywhere above 12. And to think we're in a playoff battle, potentially on our way to the Premier League. It's mental. Do you know, especially where we've come from. Like, we've actually got a player, I'm not too sure if you've heard of him, Pelly Ruddock. And he's been at Luton since the conference days. And no player, well, I think maybe a few others, but not recently, have been able to make that jump up like he has with one club.
That would be an incredible story if he makes it up in the Prem. Yeah, I'm seeing that you lot are currently 4th in the Championship as well. My stepdad actually is a Coventry City fan. So I'll follow them, not religiously, but like probably from time to time. That's about it. But yo, so what do you reckon to your chances of getting promoted to the Prem? Because seeing Luton in the Prem would be insane. I ain't gonna lie to you.
it would be mental. You know, a lot of people go on about the stadium. You know, they, in my opinion, all right, it is. You know, it is a bit odd going in the back garden, but I just think lots of people, it's different. You know,
Yeah.
people used to this new sort of, you know, it's got to be designed this way, rare tear tear. But I see us getting playoffs. I do, because it's sort of hard to really drop enough points now, because we'd have to lose like, I think 4 or 5 of the remaining games, and I just can't see that.
Yeah.
As for winning them, I'm not too sure this season. I'm not too sure. I think we might potentially. The problem is, I think we could beat any team that I think will get in there. It's just, you know, one game off. You're not really too sure. And I could see if we was to get maybe like a Forest in the final, I think we would, you know, I think there's more. I wouldn't say quality, but I just think there's more of an upright there, if that makes sense. You know, obviously since Steve Cooper's coming, you look what they've done in the FA Cup, for example. You know,
No, absolutely.
narrowly lost to Liverpool. You know, put up a very good performance. Jed Spence, he's got a lot of people looking at him.
Yeah,
after
he's
how
looking
he's been.
really, really well. Yeah, really good. Yeah.
So it's one of them. It's one of them, but I wouldn't write off this team. That's all I would say.
Do you know what? I've just thought about it. So you see, when it comes, when we're in the part of the playoffs, I'd definitely like to live stream that, and I'd love to do it with you as well, since obviously you follow Luton. I would love for you to present something on here, so you know you can just give the subscribers an insight on what's been going on, and possibly me and you can do watch-alongs for the playoffs, bro. That would be a great thing to do, or even on your platform, bruv. I don't mind. I don't mind us working together. I'd love to do it, bro. You've definitely, like, honestly, I'm happy that you've jumped on. And I'm not going to have anybody else on after, but I'm happy that you've jumped on, because you've definitely given me something extra to think about, bro. I definitely got to work with you, 100%. 100% I've got to.
Thank you for that. I'll tell you how I actually know about you. So, you know, when you went on Troops' channel and that?
Yeah.
With Zar and all of that, that's actually how I know you, when you know, the earlier times when you come on the podcast.
Yeah.
So I've been following him for ages, and then obviously I saw you was focusing more on your channel. So
yeah, but listen,
keeping an eye out.
Yeah, I will say this: keep an eye out for that one. Won't say too much, but keep an eye out. Definitely, there's unfinished business between the three of us. 100%. Yeah, we're gonna jump on camera again soon. But yeah, man, listen, you're gonna be the last person that I have on. I'm absolutely shattered, but thank you so much for jumping on.
No
But
worries.
before you leave, make sure you plug your channel and everything, and also after this as well, DM me so I can put the link in here, so when people come and watch the videos, they can just click straight and go to your channel.
Right.
But plug it while you're here anyway. Let the people know.
Right, okay. So my channel is T-Boys TV. Obviously, like I said, Luton is my main team. I'm going to try go to every remaining game of the season, home and away. I went to today's against Millwall. As I said, I do match day vlogs. I do, you know, the Hatters show, which is obviously talking about Luton. I do that with my dad, who is Luton through and through. Obviously, like I said, Liverpool is my second team as well. But you know, Luton is my main. You know, Liverpool's more sort of, I had Scouse relatives, that sort of thing. So yeah, if you could subscribe to the channel, that'd be much appreciated. And yeah, thank you, Guni, for bringing me on.
Nah, listen, this ain't going to be the last time you're going to be on this platform. 100%. We've got to get you back on, and I'll definitely feature on yours if that's something that you would like me to do.
Yeah, no worries. No worries.
Definitely. Thank you for jumping on. People, everybody in the chat, man, thank you very much for jumping on the interactive live and contributing in the chat as well. Really appreciate you. T-Dot, big up yourself, and everybody that jumped on with platforms, please send them to me in the DM so I can link them properly down there in the description, so returning viewers can go straight to your profiles. You get me? Or sorry, to your channels or whatever it may be that you need me to plug. It's the least that I can do for you lot. But listen, before you leave, smash up that like button, subscribe as well if you are new. And before I leave, please make sure wherever you are and whatever you're doing, you stay safe. Peace out, people. Love, love, love.